Consider every tangible object you have ever interacted with: human beings, the earth beneath our feet, distant stars, glowing nebulas, and even supermassive black holes. This chart shows the composition of the universe, and it reveals a massive gap in human perception. Everything we just listed, all the visible matter in existence, makes up a tiny 5% sliver of reality. Around 68% is dark energy, and that massive 27% chunk right in the middle is dark matter. The word dark in physics is highly literal. This substance ignores light entirely. It does not emit it, reflect it, or absorb it. This means that everything humanity has ever seen, photographed, or measured is a minor fraction of reality, existing alongside an invisible substance we still cannot comprehend. In the 1930s, Swiss astronomer Fritz Zwicky began studying giant groups of galaxies known as galaxy clusters. Zwicky calculated the nous of these clusters based on the light they emitted and found a major mathematical problem. The galaxies inside these clusters were moving at such extreme speeds that they should have flown apart into the void. To stay intact, they required a massive hidden source of gravity. Most of the scientific community ignored the math for decades. Then, in the 1970s, astronomer Vera Rubin started tracking the rotation of individual galaxies. Physics sets a clear expectation. Objects farther from a gravitational center move slower. Stars at a galaxy's outer edges should orbit much slower than the dense center. But Rubin found the opposite. Outer stars were moving at the exact same blistering speed as the center. At those speeds, a spinning galaxy should physically tear itself apart. The only way it survives is if it is entirely encased in a massive, invisible halo of extra matter holding it together. The observations were undeniable. To prevent the mathematical laws of the universe from completely breaking down, humanity had to accept that an invisible gravitational force was dictating the movement of the cosmos. Since dark matter cannot be directly observed, physicists must define it by isolating everything it is not. The first hypothesis proposed that this extra gravity came from hidden ordinary matter, rogue planets wandering in the dark, dead stars, or quiet black holes. Physicists call these machos, or massive astrophysical compact halo objects. But the math ruled them out. Extensive calculations proved there are not enough dead, rocky objects in the entire universe to generate the colossal gravity required. The second hypothesis asked if the culprit was a massive cloud of normal cosmic gas or energy that telescopes just aren't sensitive enough to catch. That theory fails because of the absolute zero interaction rule. Normal gas would leave a footprint on the electromagnetic spectrum by absorbing heat or blocking background light. This anomaly leaves absolutely no footprint. If the source of this gravity isn't hidden regular objects, and it isn't a known form of gas or energy, it mathematically must be an entirely new, undiscovered class of particle. Having eliminated normal matter, the search narrowed to two hypothetical particles. The first are WIMPs, weakly interacting massive particles. The second are incredibly light, theorized particles called axions. Both of these particle candidates share a strange, ghost-like nature. They interact so weakly with normal atoms that billions of these dark matter particles could be passing harmlessly through your body right now. To capture them, scientists use direct detection. They bury incredibly sensitive laboratories deep inside mountains and abandoned mines to block out cosmic radiation, simply waiting for the rare moment a dark matter particle might collide with a normal atom. Other researchers are trying indirect detection. Using massive particle accelerators, they smash atoms together at near light speed, trying to force a dark matter particle into existence through sheer collision energy. Humanity has engineered its absolute largest, most complex, and most expensive machines purely to hunt for an invisible speck of matter that refuses to be touched. While the subatomic hunt remains ongoing, looking out at the absolute largest scale of the universe reveals dark matter's structural role. Galaxies are anchored to an unimaginably vast, invisible scaffolding known as the cosmic web. The gravity from this dark matter network pulls normal matter toward it. Galaxies form as cosmic dust settling directly onto the structural beams of this invisible web. If this invisible dark matter architecture suddenly disappeared, the physical consequences would be immediate. The unraveling would be catastrophic. Galaxies would immediately lose their cohesion. Without that invisible gravitational glue, outer stars would violently break away and fly off into the void. Without the gravitational pull of that dark matter web gathering gas and dust together after the Big Bang, our own galaxy and solar system could never have formed. The stars and planets we spend our lives observing rest on a massive, invisible foundation we are only just beginning to uncover.